I don't want. Okay, I don't want us to have.
I told you where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us this set of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
A very good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Izibili, and now to the news in details. The Edo State government has intensified its sweeping campaign against cultism, criminal gangs and ritual practices. It has sealed multiple properties linked to suspected cult leaders following the discovery of a shrine in Igbain community and a violent confrontation in Ebuari that claimed a life. The report.
Please, the state governor, he would not tolerate any form of cultism in Edo State.
The coordinated operation, codenamed Operation Flush Out Cultists and Kidnappers, was led by the squad's coordinator Idemudia Noah in collaboration with allied security agencies. Acting on intelligence reports, operatives stormed a residence in Egbain in the early hours of Wednesday, August 2025. Though the building was unoccupied, a search uncovered a secluded shrine at the rear of the premises. The team found a white casket and fetish items believed to have been used for initiation rituals and other clandestine activities. In a swift response, the Edo State government ordered the immediate sealing of the property and emphatic signal of its resolve to dismantle the physical and spiritual infrastructure sustaining cultism across the state. Simultaneously, security forces moved to Ewoyari community in Hunde local government area, which has allegedly been the scene of a bloody clash between rival confraternities, the Eye and Mafite, leaving one person identified as Festus dead. The residence of the alleged Mafite leader, Felix Agbedion, was sealed after intelligence linked him to the crisis. Agbedion, declared wanted, is believed to have allegedly masterminded the assault during a community dispute that snowballed into court violence. By the time operatives arrived, Ewoyari community lay in desolation. Homes, vehicles, and personal property bore the marks of destruction, while used cartridges littered the ground, grim evidence of the crossfire that terrorized residents and forced families to flee. 2 locally made firearms were recovered from a poultry house, which investigations identified as a makeshift armory for cultists.
From a Ewoyari community, according to the distress call we had yesterday that led to the death of a member of the same community. They had a kind of community clash. And for the fact that both parties belong to different court groups, in order to curtail the menace of court fights and killings in Edo State, we quickly swift into actions by coming to his house, according to the law that has just been passed on cultism. Actually, for the fact that police are still on, the matter is still under investigation, we did not really take much further steps to take further actions other than allowing the persons who met in the house to be, because we saw a mother and some little 3 children. Although they ran in, we did not force the door open. We left the door, but only left our symbol so as to, and dropped an invitation letter right there so that the fellows will produce himself to the police. Anyway, to cut this whole story brief, we were first at Ego community, where we went to one member of the Black Hats group, who forcefully went to initiate someone. Police had their investigation. He transferred money to the account, and getting there, we saw the shrine where he perpetuates his evil art.
Mr. Idemudi Noah reaffirmed the government's uncompromising posture. He said the administration of Governor Monday Okpebholo is unwavering in its determination to purge Edo State of court-related violence and criminal syndicates. Noah said they have sealed the property of Mr. Felix Aigbedion, who had been implicated in the fatal clash at Ewoyari, as well as the Egbai residence of Mr. Marvelous Adetaremi, where a shrine was uncovered, adding that the sealing off of the property are clear statements that clandestine activities will no longer find sanctuary in Edo State. Investigations, according to Noah, also revealed disturbing evidence of extortion during initiation processes, including the forced transfer of money from victims to cultists. He stressed that the police had been fully briefed and are pursuing prosecutions.
This is a general warning to the public, like we've initially said, that please, the state governor, he would not tolerate any form of cultism in Edo State. If you know, I repeat again, that you belong to any of these deadly cult group, and you wish to renounce your membership, kindly present yourself to the office. You would not be embarrassed or detained. Would usher you into the society and integrate you to the society as well. But if you feel that you are stronger than everybody, I tell you, we are close to you and we will definitely apprehend you.
Noah said cultists have only two options: to either renounce or leave Edo State, because, according to him, the full weight of the law will descend on anyone who persists. He said Governor Okpebholo administration is committed to securing Edo for its people and ensuring peace, stability, and a safe environment for commerce and community life. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has appointed 16 commissioners to support him in piloting the state's affairs, with a team comprising 14 men and 2 women. This development has raised concerns among residents over the gender imbalance, noting that women's representation is uneven compared to their male counterparts. They advocated for a more balanced approach, calling for additional women to be appointed as commissioners to ensure inclusive decisions making that represent both genders.
These experiences have shaped my belief that governance is about inclusiveness.
Since Governor Monday Okpebholo's assumption of office on November 12, 2024, he has appointed 16 commissioners, with the first 8 already sworn in and functioning with portfolios. These commissioners include the Commissioner for Information and Communication, Honorable Barrister Paul Hombamu, Commissioner for Energy and Water Resources, Honorable Dr. Washington Osa Osifo, Commissioner for Mining, Honorable Andrew Ijegbai, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Sir Lucky Esegbe, Commissioner for Health, Dr. Siri Adams Oshomole, Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Right Honorable Dr. Samson Rafe Osagi, the Commissioner for Education, Dr. Padi Iyamu, the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Chief Barrister Maria Olabisi Idaomi. On August 8, 2025, Governor Monday Okpebholo appointed an additional 8 commissioners who were sent to the House of Assembly for confirmation. The 8 commissioner nominees are Honorable Barrister Nusa Adams, Honorable Yakubu Osherenua, Honorable Phyllis Ahabwe, Engineer Professor Omoro John Ikpamusa, Mr. Ohimai Ehijemeto, Honorable Eugenia Abdullahi, Honorable Godwin Isheshi, and Honorable Prince Kasim Afegwa. The Edo State House of Assembly screened and confirmed the commissioner nominees on August 28, 2025.
Enlisted by His Excellency, the two Senator Monday Okpebholo. And I also know that the governor has also screened his own capacity. On behalf of members, what I want to say is that not just going to say I want to become a commissioner, you should also have think and be proactive to also support the government. Honorable Barrister Nusa Adams, Honorable Yakubu Osherenua,
8 commissioner nominees pledged to work with the governor for the development of the state. Honorable Eugenia Abdallah, the only female commissioner designate, promised to contribute a quota to the state's progress.
My name is Mrs. Eugenia Abdallah. I hail from Iraq community in Essex Central Local Government Area. I was born November 11th, 1972. I stand before you today with deep gratitude for this opportunity and a profound sense of responsibility. I hold a degree in English language from the prestigious Edo State University and a postgraduate diploma in public administration in Enugu University of Science and Technology. Over the years, I have worked in various capacities in the oil sector and in the banking industry, where I gained valuable experience in leadership, policy implementation, and community engagement. Beyond my former duties, I was actively involved in community service, mentoring of young people, and also supporting grassroots initiatives. These experiences have shaped my belief that governance is about inclusiveness, focus on delivering good results to the ordinary people.
With the confirmation of the 8 commissioner nominees, the total number of commissioners in Edo State now stands at 16, with 14 being male and 2 females. The female commissioners are Chief Barrister Olabisi Idaomi, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, and the new commissioner designate, Honorable Eugenia Abdallah. While many have commended Governor Monday Okpebholo for appointing competent and experienced individuals to head various ministries in the state, concerns have been raised over the gender imbalance. Some residents have advocated for a more balanced approach, calling for additional women to be appointed as commissioners to ensure inclusive decision-making that represents both genders.
I would say state government should give more room to female women. Women that is female in the government. The Commissioner of Women Affairs, she's trying her best, and she like women. She like to do, since she entered, there are a lot of empowerment. So we want some female commissioner to be more again.
Please so well that there's no difference between a man and a female's brain. So it's about capability, it's about competency. So if a woman is qualified to be a commissioner, she should be appointed by the governor.
Governor appoint women into offices like commissioners. You know what he's doing? He cannot pack the whole Edo State women to become a commissioner or whatsoever. If he appoint 3 or 2 women into offices as a commissioner or whatsoever offices that are vacant for the women to occupy, there's nothing wrong with it. But if that is only women you want to take as a commissioner or whatsoever, there's nothing wrong with it.
Appointing more of the female, I believe it will go a long way, encourage the female folks and also encourage the girls, the mothers, as in getting them more will be a good one.
Traditional belief that women are meant to be in the kitchen has always taken to our politics today. So I believe that this present government campaign that is going to increase women representative government, they are not doing much. Even in those states, women contribute a lot to the development of Nigeria. We have women, eminent women. We can mention Kojo Wela is doing very well as a woman, represented all in this country. And even our very dear Super Falcon did very well in the last Africa Women Cup of Nations. We can see women, but in all this, you will still see that our women are still be diminished in position of authority, even at home.
The 8 commissioner nominees are yet to be assigned portfolios. However, residents are hopeful that Governor Monday Okpebholo will consider forming an inclusive cabinet of both male and female genders. Meanwhile, on August 21, 2025, Governor Okpebholo nominated 5 persons as commissioners designates, who include Professor Roland Otaru, SAN, Honorable Barrister Vincent Usa Uwadiai, Honorable Entiosa Ogbewi, Honorable Saturday Owulekwe Idehe, and Honorable Charity Amayamo. According to the statement by the Secretary to the State Government, Musa Ihilo Esquire, the names of the nominees will be forwarded to the Edo State House of Assembly for consideration and confirmation. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Reiterating from the former report, the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has appointed 16 commissioners to support him in piloting the state's affairs, with a team comprising 14 men and 2 women. This development has raised concerns among residents over the gender imbalance, noting that women's representation is uneven compared to their male counterparts. They advocated for a more balanced approach, calling for additional women to be appointed as commissioners to ensure inclusive decision-making that represents both genders. And moving on to the next report, the Edo State Executive Council, ESCO, has approved a major wave of educational projects aimed at boosting infrastructure across the state. BeeTv News' Esohe Usewingie reports that the approvals include landmark projects for Abruzali University, AAU Ekpoma, as well as extensive renovations of secondary and primary schools under the state's Educational Renewal Initiative.
At the university level, ESCO endorsed the construction of a 1,500 capacity lecture theatre, a 600-bed hostel facility, and an additional 300 capacity lecture theatre. These investments align with the government's earlier commitments, which includes increased monthly subventions and expanded infrastructure to support the training of medical and other graduates. This was confirmed by the Edo State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Honorable Barrister Paul Ohombamu, after the recent weekly Executive Council meeting.
ESCO approved award of 3 numbers of building projects in AAU, that is Abruzali University. You know, that has been a key project in this government. The first time of increasing monthly subvention from 41 million to 500 million monthly. That has been on, and so many others. The medical graduates who were not inducted, all those have been done. And the governor promised that we will build them theater, lecture theaters and hostel. I think it's keeping with these promises today. So today, ESCO approved 1,500 lecture theater. 1,500 lecture theater for AAU, our state university and Abruzali University. Apart from that, 600 bed space capacity hostel was also approved by ESCO, contract for them. And you know, once it comes to ESCO, it means procurement had been made, state tenders board, all the necessary condition precedents for award have been accomplished. So 600 bed space was done today. And then you have 2-in-1 300 capacity lecture theater. All this in the education sector.
In addition, ESCO gave the green light for the renovation and remodeling of 8 secondary schools across Edo State. Schools captured in this approval includes Ebomisi Secondary School, Ovia North East Lot 1 and 2, Ute Secondary School, Ikbuba Oha Local Government Area, Aviela Secondary School, Esako West, Urohi Secondary School, Esan West, Ehi Ifiana Grammar School, Egba, Uwonde Lot 1 and 2, Uhole Secondary School, Esako West. This approval brings the total number of renovated secondary schools under the current administration to over 60, marking the commencement of Phase 3 of the program.
Still on education, ESCO approved renovation and remodeling of 8 number of secondary schools across Edo State. 8 number of secondary schools across, whether Edo South, Edo Central, I don't know, but across Edo State. And so all these today were our contracts for them awarded. And don't forget, you have had several of such schools, whether Weka Primary School, New Era, all amounting to over 60 before now. This is an addition.
Edo State Commissioner for Education, Dr. Padi Iyamu, also hinted that ESCO has approved contracts for the renovation and upgrading of selected basic education schools aimed at eradicating dilapidated structures and ensuring all learning environment meet modern standards. Approved schools under this phase include Ateha Primary School, Isako West, Obodi Primary School, Esako East, Ako Primary School, Irwa Asen Central, Iki Primary School, Asen Central.
The government of Senator Monday is poised and dedicated to ensure that every Edo child in Edo State is well equipped with the required knowledge to thrive in society. The schools are being renovated across the 3 senatorial districts, and this is just to send a message to our parents that we are making sure that the schools are okay. Encourage your children to go to school, because that's the only way we can break the cycle of poverty. So we salute the leadership of His Excellency, and we want to enjoin all Edolites to grab the opportunity as is unveiled by this administration.
This latest round of approvals demonstrates the government's unwavering commitment to educational transformation, ensuring that both higher and basic institutions across Edo State are better equipped to nurture the next generation. As Sohe Osemeki reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State House of Assembly Service Commission has successfully conducted its 4th plenary monthly meeting, followed by the commissioning of a new staff boss in an event chaired by Honorable Sir Ezehi MD Igbas, chairman of the commission. BeeTv News Best Orator reports that the plenary attended by staff and key stakeholders.
The monthly plenary of Edo State House of Assembly Service Commission focused on the correction and adoption of minutes of previous session, as well as deliberations on other pressing matters to strengthen operations within the commission, which was presided over by the chairman of the commission, Honorable Sir Ezei MD Igbas.
Are you in support of this commission? Yes. Those in support say yes. Yes. Those against say no.
The highlight of the meeting was the official commissioning of the new staff boss, which attracted the presence of the Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, the Majority Leader, Honorable Jonathan Ibamawo, and the Minority Leader, Charity Aigobawehian. The commissioning was formally done by the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, who also participated in a symbolic test drive of the boss. Addressing the press, the Speaker congratulated the Commission on the initiative, pledging continued cooperation for greater development. He further promised that the Commission's building will be renovated as part of a wider support efforts.
I want to commend the developments, and I salute them, and I will assure them that we always cooperate with them as a house. And because the Commission is under the house, we cooperate with them for them not to buy only one bus. From this one, they will also achieve another one. And I want to also assure them that very soon we'll go into the renovation of these buildings for them, these buildings and the offices, for them to have a very conducive atmosphere for them to operate. That will assure them, and the house will do.
Earlier, in his welcome address, Chairman Edo State House of Assembly Service Commission, Honorable Sir Ezei MD Igbas, described the ceremony as a significant milestone, noting that the boss will greatly ease the movement of staff and improve efficiency in service delivery.
I'm honored to stand before you this day to experience the commissioning of this laudable projects. The boss of the commission, which is a very crucial investment in our human resources and institutional capacity. This boss will facilitate staff transportation, enabling us to serve our dear states effectively.
Majority Minority Leader Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Jonathan Ibamawo, in his goodwill message, commended the Commission for providing a conducive work environment for staff and lauded the level of cooperation that continue to drive progress.
Thank the new management of the Edo State House Service Commission for their ingenuity, their genius, and skillful ability to look inwards so that you'll be able to see how you better yourself as the staff. What I will only enjoy you is to see that the funds that you have used your scarce resources to acquire is used for the betterment of our staff and the Service Commission.
Speaking with journalists afterward, the chairman, Edo State House of Assembly Service Commission, Honorable Sir Ezehi MD Igbas, expressed gratitude to the staff for supporting the project, stressing that the bus will go a long way in improving staff mobility and overall productivity.
Our staff, they are our major focus, and we saw that they were having issues of movement from one location to another, and we felt that the best thing for us to do is to save the little resources that comes to the commission to get this kind of bus. It's basically their property and it's for their use.
The event reinforced the Commission's commitment to enhancing staff welfare, operational efficiency, and institutional development in Edo State. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Deputy Chief of Staff, Edo State Governor Honorable Pius Alike, has on behalf of his family, friends, and political associates congratulated the recently appointed Commissioner-designate by Governor Monday Okpebholo. In a statement, the APC chieftain and founder of Pius Alile Coalition Initiative heartily congratulated Honorable Charity Amanyeovu, Honorable Barrister Vincent Osas Uwadiaye, Honorable Etin Osa Ogbeyowi, Honorable Saturday Uwiliekwe Idehen JP, and Professor Roland Itoya Otaru SAN on their well-deserved appointments by the Executive Governor of Edo State, which he says stand as a testament to their loyalty, dedication, and steadfast commitment to the growth and progress of the APC in particular and Edo State at large. Alile said the nominees, having individually and collectively demonstrated excellence in various capacities of service, he is confident that their wealth of knowledge, experience, and proven leadership skills will be brought to bear in this new assignment. He said as they prepare to join the team of His Excellency Governor Monday Okpebholo in driving the positive agenda of this administration, it is his earnest prayer that God Almighty will strengthen them, grants them wisdom, courage, and divine guardians to deliver on their mandates for the benefits of Edo people. The 7 local government chairmen of the All Progressive Congress APC in Edo South Senatorial District have passed a vote of confidence in the State Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, Engineer Lawrence Oka. BeeTv News Destiny Igodare reports that briefing was necessary after some persons called for the removal of Engineer Lawrence Oka as the Edo State Secretary of APC. The report is presented by Best Orator.
Briefing journalists after a closed-door meeting by the chairman of the All Progressives Congress in the 7 local government area of Edo South Senatorial District, the APC chairman in the local government area of Edo State, Chief Emmanuel Iyase, reaffirmed their unity and dismissed calls by some individuals for Engineer Lawrence Oka to be removed as Secretary of APC in Edo State, describing such demands as baseless. Chief Iyase praised Engineer Lawrence Oka as a loyal party man who has stood by the APC through its most challenging times, helping to rebuild the party when others and the former governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, abandoned the APC. He described described the group as faceless and noted that the said individual, who was allegedly sponsored by those planning to cause disunity in the APC ahead of the 2027 general election, are not even card-carrying members of APC.
On behalf of the party in our various local government, that sequel to the above a rumor or write-up spreading like bushfire from some elements in Oredo calling for the state secretary's removal or resignation, as we saw on that documents. Yeah, it is correct that the local government party chairman, the person of Elder Osahen, as Samuja Osahen, have earlier issued a statement that those that address that press conference, not only that they are from they are not from the Oredo local government. Also, you can't be agitating for resignation of a high-profile party person like the secretary of the party without a title. First and foremost, the local government party chairman, not only that he do not know them, the word that they are even from in Oredo is not even known to the party. But recently we begin to see a lot of publications here and there saying that some are they have been sponsored by some elements in the APC or some leaders or here. But here now today, the same local government chairman, we are here to tell the general public that there is no problem in APC, in Edo South, not even across the state. That the leadership of Governor Senator Monday Okpewolo, his administration, we are all happy with him. The party is happy with him. And he cut across the 3 senatorial districts. Today, those are calling for the resignation of the state secretary. I think they are living in full paradise. Because the man, the state secretary, the person of Engineer Lawrence Oka, is one man that has done well for the party, who at a time stood by the party till now, at the time the party needed someone or people to stand by the party.
The chairman also congratulated Senator Monday Okpewolo and his deputy, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, on their victories in the recently concluded by-elections in Ovia Federal Constituency and Edo Central Senatorial District. The chairman expressed satisfaction with Governor Okpewolo's administration, noting that his government has carried all local governments along through appointment and inclusion in governance.
Using derogatory whatever about his person. First and foremost, with the 7 local government chairmen are gathered here today to first and foremost congratulate the Governor Okpewolo, Senator Monday Okpewolo, the Governor of Edo State, on this victory, and the deputy on the victory of that's our own victory now on the Supreme Court. To congratulate the governor and his deputy, also to congratulate us as a party. They must stay behind to rebuild the party. Chief Imaya said, talking today as APC chairman, I started by as coordinator, and we cut across the 7 of us seated here that we started as coordinator in our various local government in rebuilding the party under the same man leadership in Edo South. And today, we are happy that the governor, Senator Monday Okpewolo, acknowledges that, because the day he came to declare to the party that he was going to run for governor, he equally said that, yes, I know the leader that have suffered for this party, and I can assure you that if I become governor, I'm going to join the leadership of this party to rebuild this party.
Engineer Lawrence Oka, the state scribe of the APC, has been described as a man who is committed to the progress of the APC. He was in the front during the 2024 governorship election, and from the Edo State Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal to the Appeal Court and down to the Supreme Court, when Senator Monday Okpewolo finally secured the Supreme Court victory, defeating his opponents and silenced distractors.
The first one, that of PDP, they don't have any locals at all. They just keep the court Because the premise on which they allowed their finish will have collapsed. They said the election was invalid, and yet they want to declare the winner. You can see that it's following the law. They are not even following the law. They only came here to gamble. And did official acrobatic.
According to Chief Emmanuel Iyase, they are united in Edo South and there is no division among them, and expressed confidence in the leadership of Engineer Lawrence Oka, the State Secretary of All Progressives Congress. They also said they believe in his ability to take the party to greater heights. The APC local government chairman from Ovia Northeast, Ovia Southwest, Ego, Oredo, Ikpoboha, Uhunde, and Oriomo local government areas were all in attendance. Best Orator, reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Chief B.C. Idaomi Esquire, has been recognized by the Edo State Directorate of Education Quality and Accountability, DEQA, for her exceptional leadership and unwavering dedication to advancing the status of women in the state. While receiving the award from the Director General of DEQA, Dr. Amen Ubemudia, Chief Idaomi expressed gratitude, stating that the acknowledgement would reinforce her passion to continue striving for excellence in her role. She appreciated the state governor, Senator Monday Okpebelo, who she described as a source of inspiration and an outstanding example of purposeful leadership in the state. She also commended Dr. Okbemudia and described her as an embodiment of simplicity, honesty, and patience. Dr. Bemudia stated that the unwavering support of Chief Idaomi towards the progress of women in the state will continue to inspire hope and transformation across generations. According to Dr. Bemudia, Chief Idaomi's exceptional leadership and commitment to promoting women's rights and empowerment in the state have undoubtedly made a significant impact, and that the recognition is a well-deserved acknowledgement of outstanding work in the state. In Lagos State, the Independent National Electoral Commission says the turnout for the continuous voter registration exercise has been impressive. Although specific figures are yet to be released, INEC insists that engagement across the state remains strong. BeeTv News' Harmony Akbafo has details.
So many Nigerians, particularly first-time voters, the continuous voter registration exercise is a crucial first step towards participating in the country's democratic process. In recent weeks, INEC has been capturing the data of citizens nationwide, covering those just turning 18 and those who have never registered before. The current phase of the exercise began on August 18th with the online pre-registration process. The Resident Electoral Commissioner in Lagos, Professor Ayobami Salami, gave an update on the progress so far and outlined preparations for the in-person registration scheduled to commence on August 25th.
The turnout has been very impressive. Even on the first day that we commenced on Monday, within 7 hours of the commencement, about 70,000 Nigerians registered. The impressive figure we have for the online registration, I expect that we are going to have much more people coming out to do the in-person registration, and therefore we are fully prepared for this exercise.
Once you click on Get Started, it takes you to all the modules of what you need to do. Is that you want to do your fresh registration, a pre-registration, a transfer update, or you check for your PVC if it's ready.
As the countdown to the in-person registration exercise continues, one familiar sight on the streets is INEC banners, flyers and posters urging citizens to vote.
I have challenges when you are snapping my face, just the face, something they will get. That's the only way I have issue with it. But the remaining one is very okay, it's very nice, it goes smoothly.
I have issue with my name, to change my name on my voter's card. Now that I see it, I will go and do it online.
The online registration portal, according to INEC, was first introduced in 2021 and 2022, following stakeholder feedback calling for a more simpler and more accessible process as the process continues. INEC says its goal is to leave no eligible voter behind from digital access to physical registration points. Harmony Agbafo, reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State Urban Water Corporation has successfully completed the turnaround maintenance of the Ugboha water supply scheme in Edo Central Sanitary District of Edo State, restoring full water reticulation to Ugboha community and other parts of Uromi and Irua. This was disclosed by Mr. Uyi Ekoswehi, Managing Director of the Edo State Urban Water Corporation, during an inspection tour to the dam recently. Our senior reporter Best Orator brings details.
So I so thank Monday Okpebo for his good work.
The Managing Director, Edo State Urban Water Corporation, Mr. Uyi Ekoswehi, who took the Chief of Staff to Governor Monday Okpebo Malam Ganiyu Audu and journalists around the rehabilitated facility in Ugboha, noted that the state government has changed all substandard pipes previously used, which resulted in leakages and prevented water from getting to the end users. Mr. Ekoswehi explained that with the proper reticulation of the water to the host community Ugboha and parts of Uromi, the corporation has started the laying of pipes and is also extending water to other parts of Uromi and Owesan, and assured that the design to connect other parts of Esan was ready and will be done as soon as budgetary provisions be made.
In Uromi, from Ugboha, we are now in Uromi, and you can see that even in Uromi, we have water flowing. We have 4 tanks that serves Uromi. The 4 tanks currently have water, but you know, over time, we've not had water. And also the issue of vandalism. So we have a lot of leakages around Uromi that we are currently working on. Also, we have issues of discharge batteries for the flow meters because they've not used water for some time. So we are currently working on all those challenges, fixing them, and we appeal to them that it's a gradual process. We will gradually solve the issues and we will have water everywhere across Uromi. Also, like I said the last time we came, the other part of Uromi that haven't been reticulated, we're also working on completing reticulation so that we can have water across the whole Uromi. But just to say that water have arrived, Uromi has water, Ugboha has water, and we'll keep pushing.
Mr. Uyi Ekoswehi clarified that the water scheme is partially commercialized in urban areas for maintenance, but completely free for rural dwellers, assuring that the governor has given a mandate to revive all dams in the state over the next 5 years, including the Ojerami and Ikpoba River dams, to provide clean water to all citizens.
Mr. Governor gave us a clear-cut mandate to give clean, affordable pipe-borne water to Edo people, and that's what we are at. I will keep pushing till we achieve the set goal.
On his part, the Chief of Staff to Governor Monday Okpebo Malam Ganiyu Audu expressed satisfaction with the level of turnaround of the dam and assured that similar rehabilitation will be carried out on the Ojerami and Ikpoba River dams.
Our water scheme. So today I decided to come to do a walking visit to see for myself exactly what is happening. As the Chief of Staff to the Governor, I always want to know little about everything so that I can advise and report back to Mr. Governor. What I have seen so far since we came, I am so impressed. I am so impressed, and I commend the effort of Mr. Governor. But of course, I know him. He's a man that has the interests of Edo in his heart. I know that he's going to do more. Honestly, like the MD of Water Corporation said, if we had allowed any other person to come, the people that were there, the party to continue, this what I saw today, this water scheme would have been like what we now have in Ojerami down and Ikpoba down, or Ikpoba River down. So the governor is so committed to providing water to Edo people.
Some residents of Ugboha and Uromi, including Mr. Endurance Azobo, Joshua Ohonsi and Mrs. Elizabeth Okosun thanked Governor Modekwewelo for coming to change their situation.
God bless her. Now my third person and my brother. Yes, I be from Irua. God will bless and give her more power. He will go ahead so that God will give her more wisdom to do many things for us.
Today, when the governor came the other time to campaign, he told us that he is going to restore water in this community. We never knew he was serious. But all of a sudden, he sent his director, and they brought all the materials that are be restraining the water for Inugboha here, because they joined rubber to DT, and rubber and iron cannot be equal. So as soon as the director, the governor assumed office, he mandated the director of water resources to come and restore that DT altogether. But if you pump water to the pressure line now, it go very safe and fine, no problem. So I so thank Monday Okpebo for his good work.
Some of the facilities overhauled include the treatment plants, filtration plant, which is now fully automated, the pump house, which now has high pressure pumps, while industrial pipes were used to replace the old UPVC pipes for carriage of primary water out of the dam station. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Across the city, which they said could help to curtail the indiscriminate dumping of refuse. The respondents also said that offenders who are intentionally dumping waste indiscriminately should be punished, and that Benin City ought to be a center of attraction to visitors. They said such behavior of indiscriminately dumping of refuse is thwarting government's efforts towards keeping the environment clean, and said the dirty environment is posing public health hazards.
They say cleanliness is next to godliness. This part of the world, individuals don't follow rules and regulations. They throw away their waste anywhere convenient for them.
I don't see any reason why the capital city should be filled with dirt.
We can have it all the corner. We help to make the environment to neat. Yeah, because this one, many people know the purpose of use of it. When you take something, instead of just dumping it away, you can just come and throw it there. It's even more better, yeah.
The area now we not there now, not the New Benin, not the New Benin, not the Olia market, like Olia, like local road, the not see the like Obioko area, which is a Kenwan road, not see the this back of area of Stadium Junction stroke Oba Hawaii, not see the area. And some areas that are see understand like Ugbowo, that area so see need down.
Some other respondents suggested that it would be proper to set up task force and monitoring team to enforce and monitor various areas in the state to ensure total compliance.
I also want to encourage the state government to ensure that they don't end there. It should go around the entire parts of the states, and then they should also have like a task force.
For the area of stopping the people not to put dirt, I've been to Calabar. I think my friend had an experience in Calabar. We were inside the vehicle, so he threw out something from the window. A vehicle chased us and they blocked us. We paid 35,000 naira for the fine for just dropping one little thing from the window, because the whole place is neat. Like if we have that kind of system here in Nigeria or in Edo State, look at everywhere, it's very dirty. People just carry something and throw on the floor. It's wrong.
The respondents said while Edo State government makes efforts to ensure a clean environment, the residents of the state should also behave like good citizens. Freeman Usawa reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State Urban Water Corporation has successfully completed the turnaround maintenance of the Ugboha water supply scheme in Edo Central Senatorial District of Edo State, restoring full water reticulation to Ugboha community and other parts of Uromi and Irwa. This was disclosed by Mr. Uyi Ekoswehi, Managing Director of the Edo State Urban Water Corporation, during an inspection tour to the dam recently. Moving on, it was a moment of relief and tears of joy in Yola as the Adamawa State government reunites 14 children rescued from traffickers in an Anambra state with their families. The children who were missing for months were taken through medical examination and psychological therapy. The report.
It was a heartwarming but emotional moment in Yola as 14 children who had been trafficked out of Adamawa State were finally reunited with their parents. The children aged between 4 and 9 were rescued from Anambra State and have spent weeks undergoing medical and psychological care before this reunion.
When we heard that some of these children have been trafficked to Anambra State, so he made sure that all security operatives have their hands on deck, and they went all the way to Anambra and brought these children. By the time they brought the children, the state government did not hand them over to their parents because we wanted to make sure that they're in good health. So we kept them, had some tests on them to make sure that by the time we give their parents these children, we're giving them healthy children.
So right now, I'm waiting for the handing over to the suspect to my office so that we prosecute her, because we have the mandate of prosecution and sensitization, and also we have the mandate of rehabilitation of the children that you see now.
Government officials confirmed that the suspected trafficker, identified as Mrs. Ngozi Abdul Wahab, allegedly operated from a small provision shop at Dambuto Ward in Yola North local government area, where she lured unsuspecting children with snacks and gifts. They noted that the suspect is in custody and will be prosecuted under relevant state and federal laws. While handing over the children to their parents, the Deputy Governor, Professor Kalitapo George Faruta, appreciated the effort of security agency and reaffirmed the government's commitment to strengthen security and social protection system to safeguard children across the state.
The message of His Excellency, Right Honorable Ahmadu Morifintri, to the human traffickers and those who aid them in this heinous act is clear. Adamawa State is the wrong place to come to, so take leave. We shall flush them out and dismantle their networks, and they will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. This isn't an empty charge, it is a promise. Our citizens are our most cherished asset, and under no condition should anyone convert them into commodities of trade.
Beyond the reunion, each of the 14 families whose children were rescued received cash support as well as food and non-food items to cushion the impact of their ordeal and help set up small businesses. Favor Kolawole reporting for BeeTv News.
The Anambra State government has dismissed 8 operatives of the Agonic Chamber security outfits over the assault of a female corps member, Jennifer Eloho. The group invaded the National Youth Service Corps NYSC Lodge in Anambra State and violently assaulted some corps members. Special Advisor to Governor Chukwuma Soludo on Community Security, Chief Ken Emiekai, explained that the operative will be handed over to the police for prosecution. He says although the dismissed officers were in pursuit of suspected cultists when they attacked the corps member, the action is condemnable.
With or without the girl and members of our family, we are going to take them to the police and hand them over to the police. That is what we are about doing now. And this is the essence of bringing them out so that everybody will see them. We are not shielding anybody. Because some people have been insinuating, oh, somebody is trying to sweep this under the carpet. And I say, in further demonstration that is not what we are doing. There is no scapegoats in what we are doing. And the governor of Anambra said, Mr. Governor Chukwuma Soludo, is not interested. He has not sent us out to molest anybody.
And now to the business news. Stakeholders in the precious mineral sectors are set to participate in the Gold and Gemstone Conference and Exhibition, GGCE 2025, scheduled for November 24 to 28 at the Lagos Oriental Hotel, Lekki. Let's join BeeTv News' Esohe Osewinge for details and more from the business world.
The event will gather industry leaders, investors, miners, joilers, regulators, and government agencies from across Africa and beyond, under the theme Accelerating Collaboration for Sustainable Gold and Gemstone Development in Africa. The 5-day summit will feature high-level dialogues, policy exchanges, investment matchmaking, and exhibition of precious stones, mining equipment, and artisanal crafts. The conference aims to position Nigeria as a key player in the global precious mineral sector, with emphasis on artisanal and women miners, sustainable mining practices, and value addition. Key activities include expert panel sessions, investment pitches, master classes on gem grading and jewelry design, and a jewelry making competition. The event will conclude with a gala dinner, networking sessions, and a fashion show showcasing Nigerian gemstone and jewelry industry. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission announced that Nigeria is on course to increase crude oil production to 2.5 million barrels per day by 2026. The strategy includes unlocking deep water potentials, reviving dormant fields, and accelerating approvals for new projects. The Commission also completed a case-by-case review of marginal field licenses due for renewal, applying merit-based technical assessment in accordance with the Petroleum Industry Act. The result have been submitted to the Minister of Petroleum for approval. Despite global growth in low-carbon energy investment, hydrocarbons are expected to remain central to energy demand, particularly in Africa and Asia. The Commission emphasized transparent evaluation processes for license renewals to support incremental production and sector resilience. The Debt Management Office (DMO) announced the auction of 200 billion in savings bonds, including a reopening of the June 2032 bond with a 17.95% coupon rate and a new 5-year bond maturing in August 2030. The auction is scheduled for Monday with settlement on Wednesday. The minimum subscription is 5,000 with increment of 1,000 and a maximum of 50 million. Interest payments will be made semi-annually. Earlier bond offerings in August 2025 included 2- and 3-year bonds with interest rates up to 15.401% per annum. Recent auction results show strong investor appetite for longer-term bonds, with significant allocation for the June 2032 and April 2029 bonds. Benefit of investing in federal government bonds includes guaranteed returns if held to maturity, tax-free interest income, and the ability to use bonds as loan collateral. The federal government plans to offset the 2.7 trillion legacy debt owed to gas companies by using royalty payments. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission is working with stakeholders to implement this arrangement, which allows gas producers to settle debt through royalty credit payable to the government. The move addresses a standing payment for gas supplied to power plants, which led to supply disruption earlier in 2024. Industry representatives welcomed the plan, but emphasized the need for timely implementation. The legacy debt arose partly due to non-payments by the government and power generation companies. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources highlighted ongoing reforms and infrastructure development aimed at strengthening Nigeria's gas sector and advancing energy security and industrialization. And that is the end of the business news segment for tonight. I am Esohe Osemeki, reporting for BeeTv News.
And lastly, on today's bulletin, Nigerian rapper Keshiru Oladile, known professionally as Lil Kesh, narrowly escaped an alleged robbery attempt in Lagos on Wednesday. During the incident, unidentified assailants ambushed him and attempted to snatch his jewelry, including a necklace. In the course of the struggle, Lil Kesh sustained stab wounds to his neck and parts of his ear, resulting in serious injuries. This and more from the entertainment news.
Following the attack, he was rushed to the hospital where medical personnel stitched his wounds and stabilized his condition. The rapper has since updated the public via social media, confirming that he is safe, undergoing recovery, and expressing gratitude for the support and prayers received. In another development, Nigerian comedian and filmmaker Ayo Makun, popularly known as AY, has refuted reports suggesting he is attempting reconciliation with his estranged wife Mabel Makun. Through a statement on his Instagram page, AY described the rumors as false and manipulative, intended solely to generate online traffic and engagement. He clarified that he has not made nor authorized any statements about reconciliation and that any personal communication on such matters come directly from him through his verified platforms. AY issued a warning that legal action will be taken against individuals or platforms that continue to spread defamatory content about his private life. He reiterated that his marriage to Mabel ended in 2023 and expressed regrets over the dissolution of their nearly 20 years relationship. Veteran Nollywood actress Bimbo Akintola has criticized the current trends in the Nigerian film industry, stating that it has shifted focus from artistic passion to physical appearance and glamour. In an interview, Akintola highlighted that many contemporary actors prioritize makeup, outfits, and cosmetic procedures over dedications to the craft of storytelling. She contrasted this with the earliest days of Nollywood when actors, including herself and colleagues like Shola Sobowale and Joke Silva, worked under challenging conditions with little pay, driven primarily by passion for authentic storytelling. Akintola expressed concern that the industry's current emphasis on looks undermines its artistic integrity, noting that physical appearance is transient and should not overshadow content quality. Ghanaian singer Shatawale has been granted bail by the Ghana Economic and Organized Crime Office (EOCO) in connection with an ongoing investigation into the purchase of a 2019 Lamborghini Urus. The bail was set at 10 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties required. The vehicle seized from Shatawale's residence in June is allegedly linked to the proceeds of a $4 million crime involving Nana Kwambena Amua, who is currently serving an 86-month prison sentence in the United States. During questioning, Shatawale stated that he purchased the Lamborghini from an individual known as Zach via WhatsApp but was unable to provide receipts or transfer documents to verify ownership. EOCO indicated that Shatawale will remain in custody until the bail conditions are met, with the investigation ongoing. Both Shatawale and a former senior officer of Ghana National Signal Bureau are considered persons of interest, and U.S. authorities are pursuing repatriation of the vehicle as part of restitution efforts related to the case. Evelyn Isabelle reporting for BeeTv News.
And that is the size of our news package for tonight. Many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Major News. I am Evelyn Isabelle. Thank you and have a good night.